What's up, my friends? How are you doing? I had to wait like a whole year, pretty much, right? But I finally get to wear my Batman, my Batman birthday hat from 1993. All right, what's up? Let me grab the live stream link, share that in the Discord, and then we will go from there. Bump, bump, bump. Just to give you guys a heads up, I don't know if YouTube's just permanently turned into it's going to show your at names instead of what your usernames were. So I'm just going off of what it says on the screen, man. I don't know what the deal is. I suppose that's a standard now in this techno world. All I need to know is I'm the Batman hat birthday boy, and that's it. That's all. That's as far as I need to go with it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfection. Excellent. All right. Pum 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 pum. There we go. And we'll switch this up. Perfect. Okay. What's up, Doomblade, Habanero, Jason, Carlos, Badia, Teferi, Dunn, Spike, Millmaster, Loco, DB, Ilvitar, Kansiki, Ra, Jess, Shelton, Brett, Metal, Potts, Wheels, Aldini, Orlando, Goddard, Death, Yu, Kenneth, Shotter, Boom, Maz, Lewis, Zircon. Hello, everybody, and there's some super chats here to start out with. Starting with Jess saying, "Happy birthday, you marvelous man, you." Thanks, Jess. You were the spiritual lord of the board. It's already been surpassed by Goddard, but just so we're clear, for the record, for eternity and the universe, you were the first lord of the... You know what? I don't even need to spend that much time. I'm going to put your name on there, and then I'm going to quickly erase it. And that will both acknowledge you and be a testament to the sands of time that erode us all. Anyways, moving on. Millmaster Super Chat says, "Happy 30th birthday, Carly Hatcher." And this is why you don't huff paint, ladies and gentlemen, because you do not want to be like this guy, all right? But you know you do want to be like Goddard. His Super Chat says, "Happy birthday." Well, thank you, good sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you are the Lord of the Board. Teferi Super Chat says, $2 birthday holla. My bones hurt. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. Add in some season up legs too, where it's like, come on, man. Kyle Driver Super Chat says, "Happy birthday, boss. Hope it's bitchin'." Hell yeah, man. Thanks, brother. Okay, let's get the board updated with Goddard's name here. 1 second. All right. Now I have, what is that, old Mario music in my head? Dun, dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like that's, what, Super Mario Brothers 3 maybe? Or Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo? Who knows? As I age, my brain turns more into mush. So, it is what it is. All right. What do we got here? Who else has shown up in the meantime while I've been running my mouth? What up, Gianna, Bob, Cerberus, Everyday, Doomblades, Super Chat says, MW. It says Merry Christmas. He's trying to trigger me with Merry Christmas, but he accidentally spelled Mary wrong. And I don't feel like that's some like 4-dimensional chess trying to trigger me hard stuff. I just feel like it's the spasms of a child who's like, let's see if I can trigger this guy on his birthday. Merry Christmas! It's your birthday and it's not even December, but I'm a chud dingus, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there. Whoa! There you go, buddy. Bop, 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 bop. These are we're going to use to tickle your mom's insides. I'm gonna heal her in the hospital. You know how they lay the hands on and get the demons out? I'm gonna give your mama the old fucking 2-finger mambo and heal what ails her. And then for the rest of your life, every Thanksgiving, you're going to have to give thanks for me, as your mom describes in great detail how I use my fingers to bring her back to life. And she will play that fucking Evanescence, "Wake me up, can't wait, go up inside." And she describes to you in detail. Oh, anyhow. Habanero's membership message says, "Happy birthday, you gorgeous, magical, beefy hunk of magic-powered, large dong-hanging sex machine." There we go. That is how you string words together. That is not AI. That is human-generated praise. The most delicious kind. I raise my glass in salute to you. Millmaster, is that the guy with the tiny little gun dong? Is that what we're talking about? What up, Carrot? What up, TJ? Thanks, by the way, everybody, for the birthday wishes. You make me feel warm inside. And not like the heat of a tumor. The heat of companionship. We're like the Fellowship of the Ring, except, we're not going anywhere. Why did that pop into my head? I know why. Yesterday, I saw a little clip. So there's an animated version of Lord of the Rings that was released back in 1978. And I've only seen the beginning part of it that I remember, and I was like, I saw it forever ago and was like, this seems terrible. And I never watched it. Or I have watched it in full and my brain's erased it. It's one or the other, right? I can't tell you 100%. But apparently it was rotoscoped or something, so they had live actors that they drew over kind of deal. And now I don't know if this is true because of the internet, and you can just make anything up. So maybe one of you guys have seen this and can corroborate this. But they showed a scene from the movie where Aragorn trips over his own fucking sword. Like the actor who's playing Aragorn or whatever tripped over his sword, and they just left it in. They didn't reshoot it or redraw it or whatever. So I have no idea how true that is, but it's pretty entertaining. So I haven't looked into it. I just saw it in passing and thought about it now. I meant to, right? So, Maz, it's December in Australia, so I'm only partly right. Listen, you're a Magoo, all right? The only time zone that matters is where I am. All right, go you shut your mouth. Thompson, Super Chat says, "Happy birthday." Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Doomblade Super Chat says, "Happy birthday, Mike." There you go. That's right. That's how it works. Once you start talking about using two fingers on somebody's mama, then all of a sudden things get fucking respectful. All right, Thompson, you are lording the board, big man. Bajam. Ow, what the hell? Come on, man. This is a birthday stream. I don't need new pains. Wildfire, no more birthdays. I'm staying the same age so my bones can't hurt anymore. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I thought about you randomly today, and I wanted to say thanks for hooking me up with those, with the Destroy All Humans They Can't Be Regenerated, right? Because it's a great series, and I very much appreciate it. So it's random. Rotoscope is what was used, and what I said happened. Okay. All right, cool. Orlando Fritz. Fritz. I remember my friends making a big deal about that. I remember not caring. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know, bro. A lot of Bakshi's Lord of the Rings stuff was rotoscoped. Is there more than one Lord of the Rings movie? Am I about to go down a rabbit hole? TJ, you guessed it's true because it'd be a dumb thing to lie about. Listen, man, you seemed like a cynical dickhead already. So I kind of thought that you would just default to, it's probably fake. You know what I mean? It's like, it's probably real because it's just a stupid thing to lie about. People lie about stupid things all the time, constantly on the internet. You read it and you just go, this is a blatant lie. And I don't know why you would think you could get away with it. Like, there are some people who are absolutely ridiculous. There was this guy I know who everything that you talked about, he always, like, did a better version of it or knew somebody who was bigger. Like, he always was involved with bigger things. It's like, oh, you smoked a ganja? Guess what, man? I know all the biggest dealers. Like, it's always like that shit. Like, every single thing. Anytime you say anything, he has to say something, and it has to be bigger and better. And so I just started saying on the moon, though, to like everything that he was saying. I was like, on the moon. On the moon. Yeah, no, I get it. On the moon, right? You did what we did, but you did it on the moon. And it just became a whole thing. Because it was just like, there are some people who are straight up like that. They will just make shit up. And on top of that, you now have the fact that, and I didn't really pay that much attention to it until, I don't know, a couple weeks ago tops. But Instagram, Twitter, all they have the same sort of monetization in a way like that YouTube does, where they go, if people interact and look at your posts, you get money. So if they just make shit up and you come and look at it, they get money. Anybody can be the National Enquirer now and make up whatever the fuck they want and get financially rewarded for it. That's the reality. Like, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, when I get faced with like big shit like the fucking dental bills and all this other stuff, I think to myself, man, I kind of wish that I was an indifferent scumbag who didn't have particular restrictions placed upon himself by himself, where I'm like, there's only a certain range of things I want to make. I want to entertain people. I want to make people laugh. I want to talk about things I enjoy, even if I'm being critical of them. I don't want to make scummy things that are created purely to get the maximum amount of clicks and numbers just to try and get money. But like, that door is there. That's a thing. People are doing it. And I could do it. I know how to get people to react to shit. I do. And I know how to amp it up a lot. It's really easy. Be wrong. Be ignorant about being wrong. There's a whole bunch of things you could do to set people off. And people can't help themselves. They have to fucking tell you you're wrong. They have to set the record straight. They have to know other people feel like they do. It's a thing that you can just straight up monetize. So I could just be spending all my time pissing people off and making shitbag garbage that was fake and lies to get click monies. So when you're like, why would somebody make it up? That's why, bro. That's why. That's why. Just one upper. Yeah, he's like a 10 upper, bro. When did I get what stream startup? Oh, you mean the intro? I don't remember when DJ Long Hair got me the song, but the parts came together. The parts came together over time. Since the dawn of time. I'm actually working on a new intro. By working on, I mean I just have the raw footage and I haven't actually started editing or putting anything together. But we did a bunch of recording up in the falls, and I have, I think, enough to string together an entirely new intro. And yeah, it's just time to pop out some new stuff. What up, Omega? Yeah, Batboy was real. Like, people are dumber than ever, and they will believe things really easily and not check it at all. Like, people are stupid, and they use AI, and AI makes you fucking dumber. AI will tell you something that's wrong as if it's fact. And then if you go, no, that's wrong. Literally what you told me is wrong. The AI will go, hey, you're absolutely right. It is wrong. And on top of that, you're super smart for noticing. And it's like, no, this is not what the fuck is wrong? Who programmed this shit? This doesn't give definitive factual answers. It just spews out some crap. I don't know. I kind of maybe looked at some few random results and random idiot Reddit posts, and I'm now spewing that out to you as fact. You have to fact check it, which makes it useless. It makes that fucking part of it useless. And like, somebody posted a post in the Magic Finance Reddit, and the post was written by AI asking people for their opinions. And then when people gave their opinions, the poster who posted that original post refuted them with AI generated posts. My response to you is AI generated. And like, I saw something in passing saying that it's somebody using the music generating Suno AI program going, I've used up all of my ideas. I've hit like a wall creatively. Why isn't there a function in the music AI program where it just like, I'm tired of creating prompts myself. So why isn't there like a random prompt generator? It'll just generate prompt ideas. And then when there's one that I like, then I can have it make that song. And it's like, what level, why are you even there anymore? What level of involvement do you even have? It's crazy. It's crazy. Everything is nuts to me now. Oh, what up, Laser? What up, Wyla? Drunkle, how you doing, buddy? Blackburn, hello. Earthbound, what's up, man? Tag, what happens when the entire internet is AI and you can't tell from human? Well, we're all just outside at that point. Like, if we all know that it's nobody's there, why would you even bother? Are you going to go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or anything like that if you know it's all just bots? No, because you don't care. Are you going to show your pictures to bots? Are you going to share your thoughts with bots? Are you going to yell at the bots going, if you like this political person who said this one thing about hamburgers when I believe something differently about hamburgers, then unfriend me now because I've always hated you and I hope your babies get AIDS. Like, do you think people are really going to yell that at bots and robot nonsense? No. So if we hit that threshold, then everybody goes back outside and we all just run around slapping dicks and playing football and shit. You know what I mean? Not that we were doing that before, but, you know, that's the utopia. Whatever. Everyone touches grass with their dongles. We all evolve, and we learn to use our dicks like elephant trunks, where you eat the grass with the little hole on the end. You know, like a little... You got to gum it. So that's really where we're going to end up. If it's... how many bots are there? How many bots are there already? There's estimates. It's impossible to know the actual numbers, but there are estimates that anywhere up to like 60% of the conversations that are happening are bots. Like 60% of the comments are being generated by bots. Now that can vary in places and whatever else, but you can find documentation of people with setups with tons of phones set up, like bot farms basically. Like it's a real thing. It's like the whole, I can get you 10,000 subscribers, blah, 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 kind of shit, right? So it's an actual thing. Hey, Shipman with the super chat. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you are having a relaxing day, my friend. So yeah, it's just like, you just go, how many, like, whenever I see people arguing on Twitter, like, and Instagram and all that stuff, I know how empty it is because I have the advantage of doing what I do. Like, if you're not in the same position as me and you're just living your everyday life where you don't have to deal with social media nearly as much, you could go on Twitter or Instagram and see how people are acting and think, wow, like, what's going on here is bigger than it is and it's more important than it is and people are really worked up and whatever. But people don't act the same way online and in real life. If they did, society would be falling the fuck apart, right? Like, shit's way different online. People are goofbag maniacs online, and I've been exposed to so many comments that you just like, most of the stuff that people are saying is just a throwaway comment, and almost everything you see is just a gut emotional reaction where you've managed to put together a sentence or two that somebody can now twist around to personally be about them and you saying something's wrong with them. It's fucking amazing. It's the most self-centered shit that I've ever seen. And that's coming from a guy who has fucking 5 different YouTube channels about running his mouth. How crazy is that? Hey, Bullfagan with the pink cake. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Synthetics membership messages. Happy birthday, you majestic maple kiss slab of Canadian excellence. May your year ahead bring fewer sorries and more double doubles. Enjoy it, bud. Well, cheers to you, good sir. Cheers to you. Thanks for being a member for 63 months, bro. Bill Messi says, on the internet, I'm on crack. It's true, though. Like, I know this for a fact because I've been pulled into the insanity. Like, when I first used Twitter, for the first few weeks, I got into the most pointless bullshit. Like, bro, when I first started doing the internet at all, like when I started doing the internet, by that I mean doing this, I used to fight with people in my comment section. And I mean, well, I would more like elbow drop them from the top ring and they'd be like, what's your problem? Like, you came to start this, I'm here to finish it. Like, I was a fucking madman, right? So on Twitter, I was also a maniac, yelling at people about shit that didn't matter. And I did that for a very brief period of time before I realized it was so empty. I was just like, this is so stupid. Kansas City's Membership Massachusetts, happy birthday, old man. I am indeed an old man having a happy birthday. Hey, 2025 DCG, thanks, buddy. Colonel Sanders. Oh, wait, what's this? What's this? Oh, we got an anonymous donor saying, can we get Jess on the board? Yes, we can. Yes, we can, Jess. You have an anonymous admirer who wants to know exactly how many hairs are on your ball bag. So now you get to be lord of the board, right? What's the over-under on ball bag hairs? Some of you guys, I know, are degenerate gamblers, so let's hear it. Jess has a secret admirer. Ho ho! Look at that! Oh, look at that! Shipman old MTG perp was a fucking vibe. That we've gone through a bunch of different transformations and eras, I feel like, bro. Honestly, it's been like 8.5 years. And Shipman, for real, you've done a good job of hanging on. You told me however long ago that you didn't have that long, and you're still here with us, so fucking good job, man. It has been, like, just overall a long time. And I remember when I started this, it was completely, it wasn't even my intention to start this. It just fucking happened. This thing happened to me, and I went, yeah, let's do it, right? That's the short version of it, and we've been having an awesome time. And that is what we shall continue to do. Oh yeah, speaking of Jess, Bolt Falcon, Jess has completed your contractual obligations. You do not have to send him to debtor's prison. He is released. He is released, Kentucky, together with the 6-color magic. That was fun. The 6-color was a lot of fun. Like, I enjoyed that, but it was a really bad idea. I didn't realize that, like, including... I feel like it would work perfectly fine if you're somebody who doesn't do live streams or anything like that and has, like, a very presentation-based style channel. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but, like, think, like, almost television level. Less unpolished random dude and more product produced for you, right? So, like, that's the kind of shit where I got inspired by. I was like, I really like what they're doing with that. That's a cool idea. I'm going to try that myself. But then you end up with people putting, like, copyrighted stuff in your videos without you really realizing. And later on it becomes a problem, but initially it isn't. But the bigger problem is that, like, you then have people who are in your videos who are causing problems for you in all this other stuff. There's all these layers to it where it was just like, it was a cool idea, but it didn't work out in principle. Or no, it didn't work out in practice. In principle, I guess it was a good idea. I liked it. I had a lot of fun with it, but holy shit did it cause some real fucking stress and problems, man. You'll learn, right? That's it. All you can do. All you can do. What up, Slayer? How's it going, buddy? Millmaster, I'm going to be 100% AI by 2027. That's the plan. I'm going universes beyond AI, and I'm going to be replaced by an AI SpongeBob Sonic hybrid. Spongeachew. So stupid. Oh. Yeah, habanero, like, bro, it was cool, man. But for real, the number of different issues, I was just like, oh, what a headache, what a headache. But let me tell you, I've made tons of mistakes. I've made so many mistakes that it's pretty. Some of them pretty hilarious. You just go, what? I just fumble around. That's what this entire thing has been from the get go. Just stumbling around. Hey, whoa, hey. Hey, Brent, what's up? I'm gonna become an IP infringing abominable mashup VTuber. There you go. There's a route to like way more money. I just get myself like fucking red hair. Like first of all, I'm a chick. I get myself red hair, like a weird frilly half Halloweeny vibe dress, a fucking eye patch over my eye, pitch the voice until I sound like I'm a fucking 9-year-old girl, and then just start talking about fucking your mother, and then I take over the VTuber world by storm. And like, what the hell is this guy? And then I make all of the money on earth. But then I have to deal with all the messages of the degenerates who are like, I want to show you my ball bag. I love that you sound like you're 9. And I'm like, fuck, I got to start a list now. And I got to use my success and my money to take out all the people on this fucking list. And I don't need that level of quest in my life. So I've got to keep things the way they are. If you don't think that I haven't fucking thought about this, right? But I know where it leads. It leads to me hunting down the scum of the earth. That's what that's where it always leads. You know? I gotta talk shit and fuck around with magic cards or else Manhunter. Those are the two. Those are the two. Habanero, though, yeah, that's like a billion years old, man. At this point, that's what it feels like. Let me just knock my straw over here. Whoop. There we go. Larry, you playing Final Fantasy Tactics? Nice. That game's awesome, man. Raw, I don't even need to tweak your voice. Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna maximize, right? You're gonna maximize. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. But I don't know, man. The VTuber stuff is fucking. I don't know. Being a fucking moosh moosh anime, it's fine. It's fine. It's not for me though. I don't give a fuck. I'm not that far from 50 years old. I, I just I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's fucking goofy. You know what I mean? I think it's goofy. So I can see myself doing it for a laugh, but who knows? Maybe 2 years from now, I'll be a fucking furry live streamer. How about that? Right? I'll be some kind of half salamander, half werewolf who likes to bang vultures at a fucking coffee shop on the full moon. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with people? Nath, what's up, buddy? It means less prep and makeup. Can he see me? Can you see me? Prep and makeup. What? What do you? I don't wear any fucking makeup. What preparation I do is existing. That's my prep. I don't do any. I don't even comb my hair before the fucking streams, let alone put on fucking makeup. I put on makeup for that Post Malone skit. That makeup was on my face for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. And my face swole the fuck up. I don't put any makeup on, which is a problem sometimes because my face likes to fucking get all red and zitty or whatever, and the camera picks up every bit of it. And maybe if I white balance the camera, it wouldn't look so bad. But I've never white balanced my camera. You want to talk about preparations? I don't do shit. Sometimes people leave comments like, did this guy record this like just after rolling out of bed? And sometimes the answer is yes, that's exactly what happened. I've been waiting for fucking 20 minutes. And I look at the video, I'm like, fuck, I probably should have ran a comb through my hair. So preparation is the information. That's it. I just need the information. That's all I need. You're lucky I don't fucking walk in just looking like a fucking homeless person with rags on and shit. It says Carly does 24 minutes worth of makeup before every stream to get him looking this devil may care. I would fucking chug a fat dong full of bleach before I would sit there for 20 fucking 5 minutes and have makeup put on my face for you guys? For what? For what? Like, oh yeah, viewership has skyrocketed ever since we started to use that fucking majestic blush on your cheeks. What? Yeah, we're getting a great response from the fucking segment of the stream who likes to beat off to your... Wait, okay, first of all, how do we have these metrics? Secondly, I'm not interested in encouraging that metric, so no. No. Fucking cancel the Maybelline sponsorship or whatever the fuck you were thinking. Shelton Super Chat says, can't wait to get your birthday gift in the mail. Hopefully it arrives before Christmas. Hell yeah, buddy. Let me know the shipping method that you choose to go with, right? Because either you got to go with fucking the United States Postal Service or whatever to send it to the P.O. Box, because they're the only ones who can. You can't use any other service. Or you got to use something like FedEx to FedEx, because you can't do UPS to UPS. So the options are extremely limited, unless there's some other shit I don't know. You know? Spider Mag, thanks. What's up, buddy? Wildfire says, Magic Historian is the anti-Batman. Everyone always says Batman with prep time. Batman is very impressive with prep time. The real answer is Magic Historian with no prep time. I'm always ready to go, baby. I was born ready. Jess, you'd super chat more if I put clown makeup on? No, you'd super chat more if you weren't a poor degenerate. How about that, motherfucker? That's my birthday present to you. The truth. I hope it stings like lemon in a fresh cut, you dirty pig fucker. Talking shit is so much fun. I fucking love it. I fucking love it so much. Telling people to get fucked and that their mother's a dumb hooker is so funny. It's always funny when it happens in movies and shit. Like, it's not funny if somebody who doesn't know what they're doing is doing it, like a kid who doesn't know how to fucking wield it properly. But when properly used, it's always funny. Shit talking is awesome. Roasting is great. I fucking love it. I love it. Mushroom, thank you for the happy birthday wish, bro. Laser, see there, I believe that. Like, as a lady, yeah, you're definitely just go ahead and use a VTube thing, because the dudes are going to pick apart every single aspect of your appearance, and it is going to be a whole fucking thing, because people on the internet are complete fucking dickheads. They're like, I'm in the comfort of my own home, so I can be who I'm not now, or I can be who I actually am, and be like, I feel like they're not even being who they are. They could be their full selves, but it's just like they're just being like a lazy dickhead. I give people more credit than that. It's not like this reveals that you're truly a piece of shit underneath. It's like you're capable of not being a piece of shit. You're just letting yourself be a piece of shit. I don't know if like that differentiation is like coming through clearly, if the concept is being lost by what I'm trying to say, but I feel like the majority of people being dickheads on the internet aren't actual fucking real dickheads. They're just being a dickhead, not through active, I'm going to be a dickhead, but just by kind of letting go of all the things that they normally hold in regular society that stop them from being a knob jockey, where it's just like, oh yeah, my acknowledgement of other people's existence, essentially. That kind of goes away with the internet and how people are on the internet. It's funny, people act differently on the internet. And it's amusing to me that they're surprised that I'm the same. I've run into multiple people who have seen my streams in real life, and they all are like, you're exactly the same. It's like, yup, that's it. I don't have like a different version. I'm always this fucking ridiculous. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Why do I think furries wear costumes so they don't get in trouble on camera when they do something. They don't wear. It's not because they don't want to get in trouble. That's fucking criminals who do that. Furries wear the costumes because they're broken inside, and instead of going and getting counseling, they're like, I'm gonna put on a fucking skunk costume and pretend I'm Pepe Le Pew. I have the essence of a skunk because my dad never gave me hugs. It's like, I don't have much money, bro, but I would like to pay for your counseling myself. I don't think you're a bad person, but there is something wrong with you. You don't have to do this. That's what I want to say to most furries. It's just like, you don't have to do this. It's okay to just be you. Like, it's okay. That's it. I just most furries, I just want to say, it's okay. No, it's okay. Just cry it out. You can just be a person. It's the best animal. Like, that's the thing. They're like, I'm looking at, you're a human though. Humans are legit the best animal by a long shot. Like, whatever stupid animal you think you are sucks. Every animal that's not a human fucking sucks. You know how I know? Because no animals have the internet. No animals have flashlights. Like, goats can chew on mountains to try and get high. Dolphins can suck on blowfish to try and get high or whatever. That's it. That's the best some of them got. Being an animal sucks dick. It sucks from when you're born until you're dead. Being a human is awesome. We have fucking cakes, and again, the internet, which is pretty sweet. You can just take a dump on a toilet, and you don't have to worry that a lion's going to eat your face, right? You don't have to worry that a wolverine's going to attack your legs. None of that. You can just take a stationary dump in the most safe existence there is, straight into clean drinking water. Water that's better than a lot of people have in different parts of the world. Yep, just gonna take a dump in this perfectly drinkable water that's better than water humanity's had for 99% of its existence. But fuck me, I wish that I was a gopher or something. What? Jess, I don't have enough money to call you poor. I'm also poor. But listen, first of all, fuck you. It's my birthday. Don't call me poor. I don't like that. That's mean. That makes me sad. I hope that your anonymous fucking donor starts to hate you for your meanness. And fuck you. Yeah, listen, like, let me explain something to you. Let's say I have AIDS, right? I can point at you and go, you have AIDS. Like, if you had it. And then you can't be like, you can't say I have AIDS because you have it. That's not how facts work. That's not how any of this works. That's like 100%. 100%. Wildfire, you can't wait to welcome your evil AI overlords. They're not even going to be evil. They're going to be indifferent and stupid. Oh. Hey, DeVoe Super Chat says, happy birthday, young man. Oh, well, thank you. Young man. Ooh, you better not be pulling your dick out, though. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that right now. Drunkle, do I have a favorite birthday cake flavor or shop I enjoy? I always get the deep and delicious cakes. You can get them at like any grocery store or whatever. It's just a rectangle of like the cake foam. Well, it's not foam, but you know what I mean. If you look at it, it kind of looks like mattress foam. Right? That, super simple, but delicious. Love it. Love it. Humans are smartest, but they're ruining the world. No intelligent beings would truly destroy the world for profit. Well, I don't think it's a matter of intelligence specifically. Well, also, what is it? What is this fucking hippie shit? Humans are the smartest, but they're ruining the world. Can I show you some footage of some sad pigs so that you will stop eating at McDonald's? Look at the pigs, they're sad. Don't eat McRibs. It's animal abuse. And it's like, they're just slaughtering the animals for us to eat. No, look, they punched them for half an hour first. Yeah, fuck it. They're tenderizing the meat. I don't care. I don't care if they make fun of the pigs. I don't care if they like spend a bunch of time learning about the pigs and learning to speak pig using some kind of digital translator. And they say the most like emotionally damaging things to the pigs as they punch the pigs in the head. I'm going to eat them. I don't care. I do not care. Bear, thanks, buddy. Jess, yes, correct. Pot calling the kettle black is the correct phrase to use in this situation. That's more what you're looking for. Oh, Brent, look at you, you fancy boy, trotting out the big words for everybody. The problem with the store-bought cakes is the frosting always too much. Laser, you're speaking my language. I am a simple man when it comes to food, and I actually like my cake with less icing. If I get, like, the Deep and Delicious has pretty much the right amount of icing because the fucking lid, like, will take some of it off too, and it's got a decent amount, right? But, like, normally if you got one from, let's say, the Metro or something, scrape off the icing because it's too much. Galindo! Super Chat says, happy birthday. Hopefully. Have a better day than me. I'm about to be done with a 1,600-kilometer round trip for Thanksgiving with my family. Damn, that's a long trip, man. But at least it was for Thanksgiving goodness, right? So that's good. That's good. Galindo! Galindo, Lindo, Lindo. Only humans wage war. Oh, you're jungle. You're looking at lions. How about ants? They have fucking big old sidewalk battles that you accidentally step on and ruin. Hey, Thompson. Thanks for the super sticker, bro. Oh, look at you, fancy boy bear. It has to be whipped icing or real buttercream made with actual butter. Listen, I'm going to eat my $5 grocery store cake because that's what I like. All right? I don't want anything too fancy. I don't want anything too crazy. This is the level that I'm on. This birthday hat is bang on my level. If you think to yourself, like, look at this birthday hat and think, what does somebody wearing this birthday hat want? Simple cake, right? Although, depending on the person, the cake might be more whatever. But think kid's birthday party. Give me a hot dog with potato chips, a nice sugary drink to go with it, some cake, right? I'm here for that. Today, I had a really nice breakfast. Carly made me a really nice breakfast. Bacon, eggs, toast. It was a whole setup. She takes it further than I do. So that was great. And then lunch was... I just had a bologna sandwich with some apple slices. And I was like, it's so funny because Carly made that for me. Even though I was going to make my own lunch, I was just like, I was out for a minute. And so she's just like, I knew you'd be back in a minute. So I just made the sandwich for you anyways. And it's like, it looks better than if I made it. She just naturally puts in more effort. I don't care. Slap the meat on the bread. Who cares, right? Let's go. So, oh, my hat. Oh, no. Oh, everything's falling apart. Hold on. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. But I was just like, if you take a picture of that and put that on the internet, there'd be people who'd be like, what a garbage wife. That's what you make for him. And meanwhile, it's like, she makes amazing meals all the time. But people on the internet are like, it's gotta be this, you know? Jess, it was minus 22 when you woke up? That's wild, bro. That's wild. Well, Master, you're just afraid of the truth, bro. You're just afraid of the truth. You can't handle the fact that Deep and Delicious is all a real man needs. You go ahead and get your fucking zesty little cake with all your extra fucking bells and whistles. But none of that will hide the fact that you're not a fucking real man who doesn't like a real man's cake. I like it the same way your fucking mother does. Deep and delicious. And dark as fuck. Just like your mama likes it, as much as I can get in my mouth for $5, bro. Might be up to $6.50 now. Brad Super Chat says archaic language is like Cthulhu. That which is not dead can. What the fuck? That which is not dead can rest, sleep. Okay, I'm just going to read what you actually put. That is not dead, which can Rachel sleeping lie. Happy existential horror birthday day. Are you having a stroke? Or am I having a stroke? One of us must be. Right? Galindo, bro, you should have been here yesterday. I was literally talking about chimps tearing people's lips and junk off, man. It's funny that you bring that up. Yeah. Mushroom, exactly. We've come so far. This is like the pinnacle of mankind. Here we go, guys. The technology has brought us all together. What did we use it for? To be pedantic and vindictive. Jess, what's a picture that I would actually want of art? That's a good question. There's a lot of visually pleasing stuff, but I don't have an answer that just springs to mind specifically. You know, it's a pretty wide open question, just like a picture. You know, Galindo, yeah, man, simple gatherings, 100%. Have a good time with friends and family. I mean, some years I do more, some years I do less. This year I did a bit more, right? Because everything had been so wonked out that I was like, I am going to take a little mini vacation. And so that was like my big birthday thing. And now it's just, today has been a very nice, low key, chill day that I've been enjoying. Doomblade nature is wild. That's it. You take away a lot of the stuff that we have, and yeah, we would just be pretty much as bad. Hey, copycat, thank you for the little bowing a super sticker. It is appreciated. Brent, your autofill had a stroke. You entered it right 3 times and it still predicted horribly. I hate that. After you change it once, it should just understand. I'm changing it because you're an idiot. It's not because I messed up. So stop changing it. Stop it. TJ, you forgot you can have French toast whenever you want? We make all kinds of ridiculous rules for ourselves. You can have breakfast for dinner. French toast is awesome. We had French toast yesterday. It was great. It was great. Oh man. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty fucking chill overall. It's been a very nice day. I'm looking forward to December and getting back into some more natural rhythms on top of enjoying Christmas action too, right? Because I got the whole Christmas month going down. I got a couple of ideas that I'm not gonna go into detail yet because first of all, I got to make sure they're logically feasible. I've learned to not talk about doing something until I'm actually doing it, on the off chance that doing it is not possible, right? Yeah, I don't really remember much about my last birthday, but I don't think I did much of anything. I think the year before was going to medieval times, so maybe that was the year before that. I can't even tell. It all blends together, man. It's kind of hard sometimes to peg when things happened unless you go back. I do have the advantage I can just look stuff up on the internet now, which makes it a lot easier, especially when you make videos about things. It can help anchor when things happen. Ah, man, this year's gone by pretty quick. Or maybe it just feels that way now. Either way, I'm stoked. I'm stoked about some of the stuff that I found when I was tidying up. My office is finally under control. It's the most under control it's been in a long time. It's dope. I spent a few days just like hacking away at it. And now when I look around, like Carly even said, she walked in, she's like, wow, your office is actually looking pretty good. The closet still needs a little bit of work. I'm looking at the shelves and realizing that I might have actually warped them a little with the way I jammed boxes in, but that's fine. It's a lot better than it was. There's not stuff all over the place anymore. It's weird though. I think I removed so much stuff that it might create a bit of an echo into the mic. Nah, no problem, buddy. Jess, you want digital water temperature controls? I feel you on that, man. Having to sit there and work the different knobs to try and get the right temperature can be obnoxious. And then you got to take into account, like, okay, is it cold out? It's going to take longer for the hot water to heat up the pipes, all that. But also, showers are an insane luxury, too. For the longest time, that wasn't a thing. Like, you go back in time a bit, and it's like, yo, hell, even table salt wasn't a thing. People used to fight wars over, like, shit like salt and pepper. Like, I don't mean the singers. I don't mean push it real good. I mean people used to fight real wars over salt and pepper and spices. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff that used to be super expensive and like only the most powerful, richest people could get it. And now everybody's got it. Everybody. Yeah, Drungle says, then the AI gives you a 57 Kelvin shower. That'll only get the people who blindly step into the shower without checking for themselves first, right? Okay, intermission time. I'm going to top up my beverage. I will be right back. Don't be a dink! Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. What's up? I am back. All right, well, I have, let's make sure the camera's set up properly. Yeah, I got a few things to crack open here. So let's just take a look. I wanted to look at some non-universe beyond Magic the Gathering. Are you guys still talking about AI? There's I saw something today talking. It had something from a printed newspaper where the last paragraph was the AI saying, does this work, or do you want me to make a more detailed, like a more detailed article kind of thing? Like, it's just the AI prompt asking him, is this good? Are you good with this? And that got printed too. which is hilarious. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to use this to focus up the camera. We got an Innistrad remastered collector booster for juicy goodness. Come on now. There we go. All right. Beautiful. Now we are good. So, what do we got? We got Liesa. She's a black 2/8 and 2 for a 4/5 flying lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Man, they really do smack so much on cards nowadays. All right, we got Thing in the Ice. Old bordered. Blue and a white, 0/4 defender. Comes in with 4 ice counters on it. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, remove an ice counter from it. And then if it adds no ice counters on it, transform it. I like this thing conceptually. I like there being something in the ice and it thawing out and coming out. And then it goes, ba 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 ba. The horror is awoken. 7/8. When it transforms into awoken horror, return all non-horror creatures to their owner's hand. Just boom. Everybody out of the pool. Pretty sweet. And then we got Eldritch Evolution. 2 green and 1 sorcery. It's an additional cost to cast a spell, sack a creature. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, where X is 2+ the sacrifice creature's mana value. Put that card on the battlefield, then shuffle. Exile Eldritch Evolution. Not too shabby. This is from the Eldrazi transformation that happens on Innistrad when Emrakul starts to exert her presence over everything. Pretty nutty. Then we got a foil Hopeful Initiate. 1 white for a 1/2 with training. And 1 white and 2, remove 2+1/+1s from among your creatures. Destroy an artifact or enchantment. Not too shabby in a counter strategy. Like if you have a bunch of counters, this is some decent utility where you can just pop 2 counters off to get rid of any problem, artifact, or enchantment. And it's reusable. So, artwork's pretty sweet too. Then we got an old bordered foil Dauntless Cathar, which is very underwhelming. Forbidden Alchemy. All right, Forbidden Alchemy's not terrible, right? It's not a bad card. Geese's Bidding, whoop-de-doo. Then we got a foil old bordered Swamp. And then after that is going to be the commons and uncommons. Killing Wave isn't too bad. But most of this is just going to be like a bunch of whatever. But Killing Wave. 1 black and X sorcery for each creature its controller sacks in unless they pay X life. That can be a lot of card advantage for you depending on how and when that gets played. That's pretty sweet. Loco using your human deck for removal. Makes sense. It would totally fit in there. And then I've got a Wonders of the First Alt Art Silver Pack. So this has an Alt Art Formless Foil card in it. Let's hope to get something insane like a Phoenix Quill. Getting a Phoenix Quill would be a ridiculous score. Bum, bum, bum. Logo, you still have your Wonders box from my kit? From the luxury bundle? Nice, bro. That's awesome. I should be going to another event of theirs early on next year. For the release of the second set. Okay, what do we got? Oh, we got a foil uncommon. Okay. We got a Stoic Temple Guardian. Opponents can't seize a stone in this realm unless they're attacking with 2 or more wonders. At best, it's going to slow your opponents down. This card doesn't really jump out on me unless there are other guys that you can combine with it that says only one dude can attack here. Then maybe that would make this guy all right. But I was hoping for something juicy out of that pack. That's okay though. That's okay. Jess, it's true. A lot of different things can ruin your life, bro. You don't even have to get into illegal things to ruin your life with dumb choices. Roughneck, what's up, buddy? What's that from? Well, that's Wonders of the First, a new card game that came out this year. I got to go to their Kickstarter release event, their original Shattering, which was a very fun event. And me and Carly and my buddy Double Strike are all waiting to go back to the next one, which should be in the first couple months of next year. We'll see. I don't know if they've actually 100% nailed down the date yet because they have some contractual stuff to figure out, I think. I don't know. I'm just waiting to find out when it's actually going down, along with everybody else who's waiting to find out when it's actually going down. But yeah, it was a lot of fun the first time. So I expect this one will be even more fun. We were talking about it yesterday, me and Carly. It's exciting. It's fun to get to go to do stuff like that. And actually, James P contacted me today and was like, I've got different friends who are running conventions and like small conventions or whatever, and just want to know now that you're coming to the States and you got your passport kind of thing, what it would take for you to be able to come down, sort of deal. So you never know what's going to be happening. There are a couple of things that are going on behind the scenes right now that, like, sometimes I'm talking to possible sponsors, but it might not actually turn out to be anything, so I don't really bring it up. But there's a potential interesting sponsorship that might actually tie into multiple of my channels, which could be, it would be the first time I did anything like that, but it remains to be seen if it'll happen. DJ Long Air, what's up, bro? Nice to see you. Happy birthday, brother. Hope it was awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you. I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving weekend. And thanks once again for that dope intro song that you have made that so many people enjoy, dude. Loco, new Grand Archive set coming on the 5th. Alice in Wonderland Part 2. Nice. Volkswagen dropping the memberships. Thanks, bro. Making them rain. Oh, yeah. Nice. You got Shipman. You got Brent. You got Error. You got Jay Nishimoto. There's a bunch of names in there that I recognize. Some of them are probably people I know as well, but don't because it's showing me the ats version of the name. Like, Error's name is way different. I only know it's him because of his picture is literally I Am Error from Legend of Zelda 2, you know? Both Falcon, the member lord. That's what they say about him in the fucking locker room, too, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean because he was showing his. It's like, wait a minute. Did that guy just gift a bunch of memberships and you're just talking shit on him now? Right? Is you saying he's a member lord, but not from showing his? So you're just saying he likes dongs or something? What is this? What kind of buffoonery is this? What kind of buffoonery is this? You sell out for 10 grand and use it on bacon for breakfast streams. The bag of frozen bacon strips in my freezer right now is incredible. There must be 10 or 11 pre-cooked strips of frozen bacon in that bag now. Like, sometimes if I usually cook 3 strips of bacon, right? But the packs of bacon don't always break down into equally divided by 3 amounts. So sometimes there'll be an extra slice or 2, which I will cook. I'll cook 4, and I'll put the extra one in a bag to make omelets or whatever. I haven't made omelets in a bit, so the bacon built up a bit. And Carly's taken over making the breakfast because we're trying something a little different with our schedules, which might actually end up with some more afternoon streams happening. We'll see how all that plays out. But either way, that's neither here nor there. Carly has been making breakfast, which results in her making sure I want to have enough bacon, which means she cooks more bacon, and more bacon ends up in the pre-cooked frozen bacon bag. So I picked it out today and put an extra slice from the breakfast today in there and went, there's so much in here. Oh my God. It needs to start getting used, man. Omelets and grilled cheeses and stuff. Hey, what up, Jay? Did your membership notification let you know what's up? Creepy. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, bro. Meal Master, your shield math. What? What? Ew, bacon popsicles. No, thank you. is so itchy, bro. The human body's ridiculous. Like every time I lay down to go to sleep, random parts of my body are like, I'm itchy. My shoulder will be itchy, and I'll scratch my shoulder. And then my knee is like, I'm itchy too, bro. It's like, fuck off. And then it's like, oh, the fat on my side is itchy. Why are you all itchy right now? Nothing is happening. We're laying down. You weren't itchy at all. Why do you all just want attention like a bunch of little fucking dickhead pigeons who want bread? What is this? What is this? Oh, Jay, you were dealing with Elf on the Shelf stuff, bro. I gotta say, Elf on the Shelf stuff is dope. I fucking love that shit conceptually. I wish they had that stuff when I was a kid, because I love Christmas. I love that whole vibe. I saw something fun when I was away on my little birthday trip, and I don't remember where it was, but it was a tiny little set of shoes, and then like invisible ink paint kind of thing, where the idea is you take the little shoes and they have little like fucking treads on them or anything. It's a little tiny piece of pair of shoes you would put on your fingers. You dip them in the invisible ink and then you walk it across the floor, and then you give your kid the little camera that lets you find the invisible ink so they can literally like track the trail. Like, oh my god, elven footprints for like, that's awesome. That's awesome. I would do all that shit. If I had kids, that's the kind of shit I would do. Because that's dope. Millmaster Bacon Jam. Listen, the most I've been able to do so far is build up an entire jar of bacon fat and then use it in cooking here and there. That's the level. Hey, what up, Blue Cats? Thanks. How you doing? What's the craziest bacon thing I've eaten or drank? I mean, everything that's like it's like bacon, chocolate bacon, like everything they add bacon to makes it suck. And it doesn't taste like bacon. Drunkle, I love advent calendars. This year, actually, Carly has made us a custom advent calendar with random things. Yeah, I've seen the Snoop on a Stoop and Martha on the Mantle. I don't care about those. I get them for marketing and how people can find them fun. But to me, the Elf on the Shelf, like that kind of stuff is just like Christmas fun. Something to do every day to wake up to. Like on the... Christmas was always like a super magical time for me. I fucking loved it. I loved the whole vibe bit. And it still pulls out a lot of positive emotions for me. This year, like... My birthday, it delineates the end of November and the beginning of December. So it basically is like, yo, Christmas starts tomorrow. Like, that's when the Christmas celebrations get everything. But we've been doing way more in advance this time. Normally, I'm like, no, we'll start in December. Everything can come out December 1st, and we'll start to set it up. But the Christmas tree is already up. A bunch of stuff is already up. Like, I'd say 75% of our Christmas is deployed already. It just hasn't been finalized. The tree hasn't been decorated. Like, it's like a store that's not quite ready to open, but could be ready to open in an hour. You know, like that kind of a vibe. And yeah, I just love it. I love it. Yeah, the invisible ink one's cool, man. Doomblade, your boss is a dick. He told you to work the main floor after you're done with the freezer. When the freezer takes all night, you told him that, and he said your coworker is able to do it all the time. Yeah, it does sound like he's a dick, bro. It sounds like you've accurately assessed it. You're new. It's like, this guy's been doing it forever, can do it. Okay. Well, I guess if a guy's been fucking your mom for 3 years and I'm fucking her for the first time, it might take me a little bit longer too, huh, buddy? You ever think about that? I haven't figured out which moans your mom makes mean she likes what I'm doing to her butthole. So maybe you should give me some more fucking time, huh, son? I don't know what to tell you, Doomblade, because I've lived a bit of a weird life in that, like, when managers gave me problems, I gave them problems because I'm a fucking difficult to deal with individual. So I can't really give you any advice on what to do because my approach to things only works for me. That's just how it works. That's the reality. You can't really say and do the things that I do unless you're me. You'll just get fucking fired. That's the reality of it. Didn't I have bacon soda once? Probably, and it was probably terrible and didn't tell you. Everything I've ever had that's baconated has been terrible and completely forgettable. You know? Drongo, get in on it, man. Get it on your calendar. Goodness. Jess, Elf on a Shelf's the only one that works. None of it out, like, nothing else works. It's for kids. So all these other stupid Snoop on a stoop. You mean the fucking drug-addled degenerate rapper? Yeah. Okay. Why? Well, see, Elf on a Shelf rhymes. Uh-huh. Yes, I know that this Christmas-themed elf concept for children rhymes. Well, like Snoop and Stoop rhyme. Uh-huh. So don't you want to buy a drug-addled degenerate for your children to look for? No. Don't you want an adult version for you? No. No. Not in the slightest. Well, how about a Martha Stewart? Are you still talking? What the fuck? What is wrong with you, idiot? Like, that's how I would react to that shit if someone was trying to sell me that. I'd be like, fuck off. Elf on a Shelf is this thing for kids. Hey, I know you're looking at Hot Wheels for your kids, but have you considered buying a butt plug for them? I'm sorry. Like, maybe I'm old fashioned and I don't know what it's like to live in 2025, but the fuck did you just say to me? Like, that's what it feels like. So, fucking, all that other, well, look, 2 words rhyme, you should buy it. It was already fucking played out, you know? Hey, Vault, what's up? What's up, Bradley? Thanks for the birthday wishes, guys. Yeah, Habanero's gonna top it. It's like, how about on your day off, your boss comes into your office, throws everything in your desk in the trash, and then steals your office chair. That's pretty fucking absurd, man. What up, Viper? How you doing? So yeah, the Elf on the Shelf stuff is fun. If you got kids doing that kind of stuff, is dope, man. The kids have a good time. I would have loved that stuff as a kid. Christmas is the best fucking holiday, hands down. Hey, thanks, Gooder. Appreciate it. It's a pretty good hat. It's a pretty good birthday hat, I gotta say. What up, Murph? How did my surgery go? What did they fix? I'm already perfect. The surgery happens next month, actually. Now it got that was consultations and some other stuff. They had to do scans, and so it's a dental thing where the tooth is laying on the jaw of my nerve, which is actually apparently the best case scenario, because the other scenarios would be the nerve is running through the tooth, and if they fuck up that nerve, your face goes numb permanently. So it's the whole big thing, man. A whole big thing. And they told me that it's like, yo, you can't fucking have any herb at all for like 3 days before this and whatever else, because it can mess with the anesthesia, all of it. And I'm like, okay, well, I had already planned in the new year to just take a break from getting high altogether anyway. So whoop, the surgery is going to happen then, and hopefully I won't get too wrecked by it, but it might mess me up for like a week, you know? But worst case scenario, my face goes permanently numb. I think that's the worst case. Broken jaw, numb face, but I shouldn't die, so that's a win, right? Bear, what's my favorite Christmas tradition? I mean, like, I just feel like all of Christmas is fucking so awesome. Like, I love so much of it. I love all the fucking decorations, listening to fucking Christmas music, watching the Christmas specials, like all of that stuff. The whole vibe of Christmas. I'm ready. Like tomorrow. There have been some years where the Christmas music doesn't start until maybe December 14th. We don't start watching Christmas specials to December 14th. Christmas is starting full force tomorrow. And I don't mean like right after midnight. My birthday continues until I wake up tomorrow morning. But tomorrow morning when I get up, it's fucking Christmas music. It's decorating. It's getting this place transformed into a Christmas glory utopia. And what I want to do is I want to record parts of our Christmas stuff as tomorrow I'm going to be working on stuff for the stream. And I've got a bunch of stuff to work on tomorrow and I'm hyped about it. But getting the Christmas stuff going, it's going to be one of the big priorities. Hey, Swirl Super Chat says, happy birthday, Perp. Cheers. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Llama says, happy birthday. You don't look a day older than Magic Alpha. Well, thanks, man. I've definitely got over a decade on Alpha, son. TJ, you like the fire log channel? You know what? Having a little blazing fire in the background's all right. Check out what I got. I got a little fireplace speaker to get that vibe. Steel Copycat Bro. When you say claymation animation, obviously you're talking about Rudolph. You're talking about the claymation Rudolph with the bumble and stuff. That is one of the main, like, our Christmas, when it comes to commercially available stuff, is comprised mainly of things from the Claymation Rudolph series and the Frosty the Snowman Happy Birthday animated series, the Rankin Bass stuff. That is the premium Christmas special. Like, I like Christmas music from like the 50s and shit, you know? Like Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, all like really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Millmaster, cooking and partying is the best of the holidays, so is decorating. For real, honestly. Being around family is dope. When I was a kid, obviously I didn't appreciate it the same way. Because you just don't, like, you're just there. You're forced to be there, right? You're around your family. But I come from a big family, right? Where, like, my mom and dad both had like fucking 9 or 10 brothers and sisters. So I had tons of aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff. So Christmas, things like that, Thanksgiving or whatever, there'd be huge gatherings. We're talking enough people for like, you got the main table with a ton of people. Then you got the kids table because there's so many people. And the house is just crammed. And there's noise and warmth. And there's just Christmas music going on. And as a kid, yeah, maybe you want to go to your room and get away from some of these relatives or whatever. But overall, the vibe is very cozy and endearing. And it's something that I very much cherish as a memory. It's awesome. Christmas is legit like an awesome time of year. Charlie Brown's Christmas, that one's not really... that's not one of the ones I have in my rotation. There's like so many different Christmas specials, and everyone has different ones that are their specials. The Charlie Brown Halloween special actually is the one that usually gets maybe I do have the Christmas one as well sometimes. I think it varies from year to year. It's not one of my, like, I don't consider it one of the, what is it, like my core set of specials, I would say. Murph, do I speak French? No, not really. Like, I speak enough French to tell people who speak French that I don't speak French. Technically, if I was stuck somewhere with someone who spoke French, I could muddle it out. Like, I know very basic fucking sentence structure. I know enough French words. I'm smart enough as well that it would be able to figure out with context and communicate. But no, I don't speak. I do not speak French in any real capacity. I only took as much French as was required in school. So it's not something that I don't consider myself bilingual, but I can usually understand what's going on when people are talking French or I'm reading French. Like when there's French magic cards and stuff like that, I don't need something to translate it for me. I can tend to just figure it out by looking at it. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't consider myself as somebody who speaks French, no. Which made it hilarious when, for a brief period of time, and this is 100% true, if you were anywhere in Canada and you wanted to get a visa to go to the United States and you called the fucking U.S. Embassy to set up an appointment to get a visa and you called the French line, you would get me. I was your only option. I didn't speak French. They only had one French agent. When I worked for the U.S. Embassy's fucking call-in shit, there was only one French agent. And he would go on lunch for half an hour. And he's like, I'm going on lunch. Can you cover my calls? And I'm like, can I cover your calls? He's like, yeah, I'm going to have him route the queue to you. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? And he's like, just tell him to call back in 30 minutes. I'm like, what? And he's like, just say, rappelez 30 minutes, s'il vous plaît. And I was like, all right. Yeah, I can do that. They're paying $2 a minute, by the way, to talk to me. So they call up and they're just fucking, I'm just like, I answer the phone in English. I literally answer the phone in English. I'm like, hey, thanks for calling the American Embassy, blah, 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 helpline, blah, blah, blah. This is Mike. How can I help you kind of deal. And then they just start. I'm just like, but I just basically say, thank you for calling. You've reached this. Nobody's available to talk right now. Please call back in 30 minutes. That was what I was saying. And like the people heard the French and just started rapid firing French at me. And I cannot understand that. Like, I can understand a conversation where the French person is slowing the fuck down enough for me. But like when somebody's paying $2 a minute, they talk fast, son. They want to get it done fast. So they're just rapid firing French at me. I'm just like, rappelez 30 minutes, s'il vous plaît. Je ne parle pas de français. Rappelez 30 minutes, s'il vous plaît. I'm literally saying in French, I don't speak French. Call back in 30 minutes, please. It must have seemed deranged. But, I mean, at the same time, they were probably just like, Americans, why do you have a French line? There was one guy! Well, at certain points in time, I was the only guy for all of Canada. Are you in British Columbia? Or what? Doesn't matter what province you're in. Not just the French line. The French and the English line. Because some of the chicks I worked with started taking their fucking lunch together without telling me or asking me. They decided they were going to take their lunch together. And so they fucked off and left me to handle everything by myself too. And so I got pissed off. So the one day, I just didn't answer the calls. While they were gone for their half an hour lunch or whatever, I'm just not answering calls. I'm going to let them sit in the queue. Fuck those bitches. So when they came back from their lunch, I just immediately went on my lunch and I'm like, have a good one. And then when I came back, the one girl was like, Mike, are you mad at us? And I'm like, well, why would you ask that? She's like, well, when we came back from lunch, there was 5 people in the queue and it's never like that. It was totally like, yeah, no, I am annoyed. So yeah, I left to work for you. Fuck you. You know, like, don't do that shit to me. That's not cool. You didn't even fucking talk to me about this. Why are you fucking off and leaving all the work for me? I remember the fucking place that I was working at was so horribly mismanaged because we weren't working at the U.S. Embassy, right? So this place was horribly mismanaged. And like, I'm the only guy on the phones. I realized I'm the only guy on all the phones. And I'm like, this is fucked. This place is ridiculous. And I'm like, hey, fuck it. I'm going to go on a 15-minute break. And so I just got off the phones and left. I went and sat in the break room, started eating a bag of chips. I was in there for maybe 5-6 minutes. I've never seen this. This shit was almost like in a cartoon. My manager comes running into the break room, like skidding to a stop level running in. It was great. And she was just like, what are you doing? Gotta get on the phone. And I'm just sitting there with the bag of chips and I'm like, no, I got a 15-minute break. She's like, no, you gotta come on down right now. I'm like, it's all good. I get a 15-minute break. What's the big deal? And she's like, you gotta get her on the phone. And I was like, no, I don't. And she's like, you're the only one. I'm like, there's no way. I can't be the only person that would be responsible for all of these lines right now. That's crazy. That can't be the case, right? So I'm just gonna finish my break. And that's what I did. Because fuck you. At the end of the day, fuck you. Fuck your business. Fuck all this shit. It was fun. I intentionally did shit like that, where it's just like, oh yeah, no, I guess maybe you shouldn't just put everything on me and expect that to happen. Huh? Go fuck yourself and fuck your business. Spurl, what presents did I get for my birthday? Mostly in lieu of presents, I went on a trip with Carly, which was awesome. And I got a cool little Christmas ball. I had a really nice time. But I did decide that I am getting glasses that record stuff so that I can make cool fucking shit to show you guys. So that is going to be my birthday present. And I'm fucking hyped about that. Bro, having your time available is a big deal, bro. As long as you're not feeling like it's a prison where I'm bored, I can't do anything with my time, then yeah, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Jay, you saw the Willy Wonka cards? You need to up your coin pusher game skills? You have no fucking idea. Carly showed me that game. I had never played it before. I got hooked. I became a pro at this shit. I went to, is it here on the desk? Where is it? Is it over here? I think I had it like... Oh, it's right here. Okay. So... There's the coin pushers like Willy Wonka for that in the falls, but they also have them up in Toronto at the Rec Room, right? And the Rec Room one is funny because they don't have it posted on the machine. But if you actually swipe your card 5 times on the machine, you'll get 100 bonus plays. So you can play the shit out of those machines if you really know what you're doing. I spent a whole weekend playing those. Like me and Carly played a bunch during our trip, and we won like 6,000 tickets, right? But when I was in Toronto last year, I was there to cover the Grand Archive event. And when I wasn't Grand Archiving, I was at the arcade, either by myself or with Roger. And we played like fuck tons of arcade games. I played so much Willy Wonka that I had a stack of cards like this big. I felt genuinely bad because it works differently at the one in Toronto than it does in the falls. The cards in the falls, you take them and you insert them into the... You know what? I think I have the box with those Willy Wonka cards like here. Yeah, it's right here. My Niagara Falls box for when we go back. So I've got some Willy Wonka cards in here because we didn't complete the set. So... How convenient is it to be somebody who has like a downward facing camera on demand, right? So check it out. These be the Willy Wonka cards that the machine kicks out, and you trade them in. You trade them in for points, right? That you can then use for prizes. So you need a whole complete set of 10, including the golden ticket. These golden tickets... These show up super rarely. All these other cards show up very, very commonly. These show up super rarely. Like, this is the key. If you don't have one of these, all these things are only worth 50 points a piece. But if you can get the ticket, all of a sudden the whole set's worth 1,000. So you get way more, right? So these are the leftover ones. These are the ones where, check it out. This has never happened before. We got 5 golden tickets on this trip. 5 golden tickets. So we still have these cards for the next time that we go down. And when I went to Toronto, the way that it works is different. Normally, in the falls, you take these cards and you feed them into a machine. So you scan your little card going, boom, put the credits on here. And then you just put these into a machine. And then it goes, you've got all these credits. Are you done inserting cards? Cool. We'll put it onto your card for you now. And then these are gone into the machine and you get your credits. That's not how it worked in Toronto. How it worked in Toronto is the guy had to take a little fucking pointer thing and he had to point at a UPC code in a binder for the card. And he had to do that for every card. And I had a stack of cards this fucking big. I'm not exaggerating. I spent hours and hours and hours across multiple days accruing tens of thousands of points worth of tokens. Like, that's how many I had. When I went to cash in, I felt so bad. It took the guy forever. But man, the cash in, holy shit. I got Carly 7 different stuffed animals. No, 10. I got Carly like 10 different stuffed animals. I got chocolate bars. I got the fucking pair of green glasses that I use as my green screen glasses. But the main thing I got was this. This was over 15,000 tickets all by itself. This was in a glass case. You know how they have the big prizes locked in a glass case? They didn't know who had the key for it. It was this whole clusterfuck for them to even go and get this thing. This is how good I am at Willy Wonka, son. I brutalize at that game, like big time. So on top of the cards from the Willy Wonka and stuff, I just have unnaturally good luck. For real. Ask Mox Man. Ask his wife. I have above average luck. Luck isn't even a real thing. It doesn't really exist. I don't believe it exists. But at the same time, I fully acknowledge that I genuinely have above average luck. And so I won like 500 and some odd tickets off a game that normally would give you 8 tickets through pure dumb luck. that happens frequently. So yeah, we have a load of tickets, and actually we didn't even use up all the credits. There's still a few credits left on our cards too for the next time we go back. Habanero, yeah, I've tried the machine. It's all right. The thing, at the end of the day, I don't care that much about Tetris. Like, it plays Tetris, and I played it for a bit, and it's like, oh, it's cool, all right, you know, it works really well. And for somebody who's super into Tetris, I bet this is amazing, right? But I don't care that it's Tetris. What I care about is this is a memento item. It's a memento of the most incredible weekend I had at the arcades, because this was a weekend where I went up and got to be a part of the Grand Archive event, right? I was paid to go and be a part of the Grand Archive event, which was awesome. I also got to hang out with Roger, who took me for a fucking incredible dinner at Casa Loma, and then we went out to the haunted thing, and we went to the arcade multiple days. Like, it was a whole amazing weekend. And this is just a memento of that. And I thought, how cool is it to win a mini arcade machine at the arcade? And I had I played the Willy Wonka machine until I just couldn't stand it anymore, and I left. I literally ruined my shoes, because that's how I learned that Skechers are terrible shoes. They have these really comfortable foam heels, but the heels give. So if you stand there for a while, it permanently ruins the shoes. So I had pretty much new shoes that got ruined standing in front of the Willy Wonka machine. Destroyed my shoes. And actually changed. I knew we were going up to the falls, and we were going to go to the arcade. So I got new shoes, because I knew my feet were going to hurt, and I would need new shoes. Blue Cats, not yet. That's a funny thing. Is like, I'm not getting prescription glasses yet, but I will. I totally will at some point. There's no question about that. Jay, you didn't know that about the rec room? Yeah, bro, if you go play the Willy Wonka machine, know this. It won't say it on the glass at all. Swipe your card either 5 or 6 times. Basically, what'll happen is the first swipe will be like 12 tokens. The second swipe will be like 13 tokens. The third swipe will be like 14 tokens, 15 tokens, and then all of a sudden, one swipe just goes, bam, get 100 more tokens. So you have like 175 plays. You can actually milk the 5 swipes in Niagara Falls get you 76 plays. 5 or 6 swipes in the Rec Room get you 175 plays, but it's not on the machine. You just have to know. I watched a guy do that. That's how I learned. I was playing in the Rec Room, and I walked by this guy playing the machine, and I was like, how many swipes did you put into the machine? You have so many tokens. Then he's like, actually, if you do this. And I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. Thanks for the heads up, right? So, yeah, you can get way more plays off that. If it's a secret, bro. It's a secret. Aldini, you're great at claw games? Nice. I like claw games. So yeah, the arcade game stuff is fun, and actually, like the glasses that I'm getting can only record in 3-minute bursts. But I realize that that's going to be very useful because there's a bunch of times where I want to record, and you have to sit there and hold your phone and go like this and whatever. Oh, what's this? Oh, hey, Zircon! Thank you for the happy birthday PayPal list. Thanks, buddy. That's nice of you. Thanks, man. Oh, Jay, what's his front yard? Oh, it's not loading this now. Weird. Oh, well, it'll load later. Thompson with the jacket and blasted hippo. Pop, 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 pop. Carly comes in and says, y'all better be making him feel like the king he is. Carly's been making me feel real nice today. She's been a real sweetheart. Honestly, I feel super lucky. I said to Carly, like, I haven't done anything, like, super crazy with my birthday. It's just been, like, hanging out with her, like, playing video games, having nice meals. And I just said, like, my birthday, like, from that perspective, doesn't feel special. But that's because I'm so fortunate now that life just feels good. Like, I get to eat well, take care of myself, spend time with her, play games, hang out with you guys, and it's fucking the best, man. It's the best. I'm getting all emotional, you motherfuckers. I'm getting moist-eyed, you little bitches, thinking about it. Look away. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes from my moistness. Habanero Time Crisis. Was that the one where you could hack people's limbs off? It was Mortal Kombat, but you could fucking dismember people. That was really cool, but like, the thing for me about that game was it was really showy with its dismemberment, but the controls were really unsatisfying, you know? Jay, yeah, my phone doesn't want to load the picture, but I'll definitely take a look at it later, bro. Larry, 3 minutes is long enough to record in case you get into a random battle with the Karen. I feel like if you look at a bunch of the clips I've recorded, they're 3 minutes or less. But I'm just looking at it as another thing that I can use to make cool content with. I like making stuff. I enjoy it. I love sharing ridiculous stuff with you guys especially. And it's already got some different ideas popping into my head. The whole hands-free aspect of recording is something that I went for with the GoPro, but it's like the GoPro is really obvious. It's really obvious. You got it strapped to your chest. It's really obvious. A pair of glasses, you can walk into a building, or if I'm going to a place and I want to just get a little bit of footage of it for a video or something like that, I can do it far more surreptitiously in a way that won't make people uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Spurl, if you could ban one word from the English language, it would be moist. Did you get your wife's permission for that? What about Belly? The DMX movie? The one where Buddy gets shot at dinner? You let him talk to you like that? I'm gonna shoot you. And that other guy's like, you better take all your clothes off and sit on the couch. Oh, Habanero, I don't know. Like, I don't know what Time Crisis is. So I don't know if I'm just thinking of a completely different game or whatever, bro. But that's definitely not the game I'm thinking of. TJ, the glasses are creepier. Are they though? They just look weird. They just make you look like a hipster. But for me, the idea of just being able to fucking slap pair of glasses on and have them record shit, that seems pretty useful. If it turns out I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I got hosed on the GoPro, but I just thought that it would be fun. I thought it'd be cool. Instead of thinking of some toy that I wanted for myself, I'm like, what can I use to make content for you guys? Because that's what my focus is, really. It's like, how can I entertain people with this? And I think it's gonna be fun. Also, you know what? I'm gonna say this real quiet because I don't think she's in the chat. Carly won't know when I'm recording her, which leads to one of two things. I can get funny things, but also I can get heartwarming things for myself. and she doesn't know. I can get a little recording because we're being sweet. She gave me the best birthday card. It's so dope. Normally, she would just give me like dollar store birthday cards and Christmas cards because she knows I don't really care that much about cards, right? And she cared a lot about cards. So I would go and get her like the best, ultimate, coolest cards I could find because she deserves it. And I want her to have that and be happy because it's a big thing to her. But her love of cards has somewhat infected me. And I appreciate cards more than I used to. I used to throw them away. I keep every card Carly gives me. So this year, instead of getting a little dollar store card, she went all out and got me this dope one that shows like, it's like a little camper and they're camping under the stars and everything. And I'm like, yeah, it's a whole vibe. It's great. It is a fantastic card. Jess, you talking about Google Glass? Google Glass was a thing before that seemed like too gimmicky. My buddy has the fucking the tech glasses, the Meta Glass stuff, right? So he's got them and he's used them. He uses them to make phone calls and do all that other stuff. And I'm like, that's cool. I'm more interested in the applications of actually capturing photos and recording stuff because I'm remiss doing that, you know? And also, there's a difference. Like, if I can just turn this on and then just, I'm grabbing something while also living my life, I'm experiencing the thing as it's happening instead of doing it through the phone, if that makes sense. So. Like sometimes, like for example, Tolarian Library sends me new proxies and shit, and like I'm sitting there trying to set up my camera on the right angle and get my hands in front of it, but also be far enough away from the camera that my old eyes can see, because like up close it gets a little bit blurry, just the tiniest bit blurry, which is fine for everyday life. If things get a little bit blurry when they get closer or at a certain distance, it's fine for everyday life, but it's not fine when you're trying to record something and have the recording be clear. Is the recording fuzzy or is it my fucking eyeballs? So actually setting up the camera on a little tripod, trying to get the angles and have my arms be long enough, having actual like a camera here where I can just go like this, I think is going to be easier. There's probably going to be issues I hadn't considered, but I'm going to give it a go. Zircon, she needs a pair to catch me doing crazy shit too. You know what? You're right. I like the way you think. Just how happy would I be if Carly became the breadwinner? I would love it. Are you kidding me? I wish her all the success in the world. Like, I would still just fuck around doing my own goofbag stuff. I want her to be as fulfilled. Like, I will take care of her, right? But I don't have that, like, I'm the man, I work, you don't work. It's like, you don't have to work. She's disabled, so she doesn't have to work. Like, if I was with a woman who wasn't disabled, I would be like, you should have a job or something. You should, like, you should be pitching in. kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of setup. So, if she fucking has massive success, awesome. She deserves it. And then I can just be like taking that money and rubbing it all over myself. Oh yeah. Clayton, what's up? Member for 83 months. Damn, son. Happy birthday, you handsome devil. Now let me squeeze your buds. 83 months. You fucking weirdo degenerate. 1 month from 7 years. That is crazy. That is crazy. What up, Frank? Larry, no, I don't know what the Apple Vision Pro is. Drunk, you just gotta hang in until then, buddy. You just gotta hang in until then. Yeah, Habanero, I never played that. Enemies trying to get you to duck and hide in order to slow you down. Was that one of the ones that had blasters? I liked those arcade machines. That was cool, right? Pop, pop, pop. Jess, yes, indeed. Oh, so there was at the arcade there was a ride that like it was just you just sit there and watch it, but it's like got a bumpy chair and it rides you over the cliff and stuff. And me and Carly surprisingly enjoyed it. It was like you don't really do much, but it's still good. Oh, yeah, it's been a good birthday. I'm not giving up on the GoPro. It's not perfect, but it's I mean, it's fucked. Honestly, let's be real. It's one of the most regretful purchases that I've ever made. In all honesty, I feel really bad. It cost me the money from multiple sponsorships, and it was a really poor purchase that has not paid off at all. It's really a really big letdown. So I'm like, please, the glasses have to be better than that. Like, I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Patty, you like my hat, buddy? Yeah, it's a Batman. It's a Batman birthday hat from 1993. Habanero, yeah, man. The blaster games are fun. A lot of the ones I played had zombies and shit. They'd like leap at you. You gotta get them. But the game was chintz. You know what I mean? It would be like, haha, they got you. It's like, no, they didn't. Yeah, they did. Fuck you. You're already dying. 9, 8. You put another quarter in, dickhead. 7, 6. Oh, fuck you. You know? Those ones were fun. Me and Carly actually played one of those shooter-style games. What the hell were we fighting against? Oh, it was zombies. Why am I wondering? It was zombies. Fire grenades. After the whole thing was over, she's like, Carly was like, wait, that button fires your grenade? She didn't fire a grenade ever. Ever. Just be cool if the glasses had 2 cameras. They do. They have like a camera here and a camera here. The thing I read, I think it said it has like 5 cameras or some shit. I don't know. I'm curious to see how it works. It's got like the ability to apparently translate people talking around, which I assume will be terrible. But it can play music at a level where you can kind of hear it like it's background music. Like the way that I picture it, and I don't know if this is true, but the way I picture it is the same way that if you were hanging out in a room with people and there was a radio in the back of the room and you could hear the music. So you could hear the conversation normally and the music's just kind of there in the background, but nobody can hear it. That'd be all right. Because I got the in-the-ear earbuds now, and I don't know. Because I got that ringing in my one ear, and, you know, you just start to think everything could be the cause of it. And so I'm like, is that inner ear earbud? Is that what did it? But it's only on one side. I don't know. I try not to overthink it too much. I'll get that MRI soon enough. All this medical nonsense, bro. Zircon, you play House of the Dead over and over. I don't think I played that one. All right, my friends. Well, it's time for us to wrap things up. So thanks for coming and hanging out for my birthday live stream. You definitely made my birthday better. I appreciate all of you guys. And we will get back together in December, right? So for Christmas goodness and all that, we're gonna start the Christmas train and start all that fun. And we'll start that tomorrow, and we'll see what I can get ready for tomorrow. It might take a couple days. We'll see. But I got some stuff in store. So keep your fucking eyes peeled, right? Get ready. Frost up your ball bags. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. And because oh, wait, you know what? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna change the outro right now to a Christmas outro. I wanted to see if I could do it before, like, it switched over and I was still here on the screen, but it's gonna switch. So I'm just gonna switch into a Christmas one right now. All right, hold on. We're gonna make the transition right now.